We are in the dog pound here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Melissa Drywater's boxing gym, and a lot of great athletes are coming out here to train. And one lady here that I'm talking with made her pro debut in Oklahoma City just a few weeks ago. That's Lacie Crawford here, who fought at 145. And Lacie is very unique. You made your pro debut, but you kind of were just called in at the last minute there to fill in, and you had to make weight and everything. Tell us about that.
Well, it was kind of interesting. I was supposed to fight DJ Kelly Trance in March or April, and they went ahead and called us in the middle of January, giving us 8 days notice. And so we had to go ahead, and I had to lose about 12, 14 pounds something, and in 8 days. So
But sometimes, that's the boxer's creed, if you will, to make weight and everything. And but you were making your pro debut, and just want to ask a little bit about your background and everything, your tribe, and where are you from?
I'm from the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes of Montana, and we're not very many. We're about 7 grand large, and we're just, nobody hardly ever hears about us. So when I tell people that I'm not Cherokee, they're like, "What?"
Well, how did a Montana girl end up down here in Cherokee country?
I was actually adopted by a Cherokee man and a Shawnee woman. So that's how I got to be down here with the Cherokees, which is kind of cool.
Well, what made you decide to get into boxing?
It's kind of funny. I was living in Montana at the time, actually, and I was a college student just going to school, and I went to one of the Tough Man contests there, and I didn't compete, but what happened was I enjoyed what I saw, and then not too long after that, there was amateur boxing in town, and then it was going on every Wednesday, so I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I think I had about 12 matches amateur, and then came here, met Melissa Drywater, and things just kind of picked up for me.
Well, a very impressive amateur record, but as we mentioned at the beginning of this interview, you turned pro, and it was very successful. Tell us about your debut there.
Well, I was really surprised that I was having to lose the weight so fast, that I was a little bit weak on the day of my fight, or the night of my fight. I felt really good the day of, but then that evening, I did the first 3 rounds were awesome, and then the last one we were just kind of giving whatever we had left. And
But you won that bout.
I did. Apparently, the judges scored it all in my favor. I think I got 2 40s and 139, and I guess that's 4 rounds, 10 points a round. So I was pretty impressed with myself.
Did that surprise you with the judges' decisions?
It really did. She was throwing a lot of punches, but apparently I was going under them, bobbing and weaving. I just listened to what Melissa was saying, and get under them, do the slips, and it really helped a lot. So I'm proud to have her as my trainer.
Well, that is very impressive. Your pro debut, coming out successful, less than 2 weeks' notice, and preparing and everything. Well, tell us about your future plans with boxing.
Well, I plan to stay here in Tahlequah at the Dog Pound Fight Academy, and she's got an awesome gym. And then I think there's another match coming up March 26th. It was actually scheduled for April 5th, but they went ahead and moved it up by a week. I'm not sure why, and it's going to be outside somewhere, so that'll be interesting. I fought outside once, so it should be interesting.
Well, all right, we'll have to get more information when that fight approaches and everything. Well, in the dog pound here with Lacie Crawford here, fighting at 145, and we'll get more information as she fights future fights as well. And Lacie, again, just all the best to you, and we just appreciate your time. And as all fighters do, we'll just give the fist here in the front. All right.